All right, welcome everybody to another Monday expert interview. And as always, we have a great show for you today. We have Devin Perry coming on the show from NAHB Building Systems Council. That's right, Building Systems Council. And why is Devin coming on the show? Well, we got some announcements to make. We got some things that are coming up, but we also have some things to talk about in relationship to membership, supply chain, and awards. So, Offsite Construction, where do modular, panelized, concrete, log, and timber all call home? And what about building components? The BSC annually hosts the Building Systems Housing Summit, a national conference dedicated to the entire systems built housing industry. The Building Systems Housing Summit brings together builders, manufacturers, and suppliers of log, timber frame, modular, panelized, and concrete homes. Building systems include modular, panelized, concrete, log, timber frame homes. All system-built homes have their own defining characteristics, but there are many common benefits. Labor reduction. One of the builders' chief concerns across the nation is a lack of skilled labor, as the majority of systems-built home manufacturing happens at the factory. Building systems can greatly reduce your reliance of subcontractors and volatile labor markets. Right? Less on-site build time, reliability, quality. All of this falls under the Building Systems Council as we sit and we discuss this with Devin Perry today. It's going to be a really great show. So at Dave Cooper Live, we are bringing you the people and the processes that are building it better. Our guests include topics from building systems to building science, building codes, and the people that are doing it better. We are always looking to find innovative ways of how we build and how they are changing right here on Dave Cooper Live. And being part of the Building Systems Council, National Association of Home Builders, is one way you learn to do this. So without further ado, let's bring in Devin Perry, who is no stranger to the danger of Dave Cooper Live. What's happening, Devin?
And you know what, Dave, you say no stranger to the danger. And I was walking around our offices here in the National Housing Center, and I just happened to run into someone else who's very familiar with the danger of Dave Cooper Live. I want to bring Mr. Greg Ugaldi.
Greg Ugaldi in the house. What's happening, Greg?
No Twitch today. I just wanted to stop by. I heard you guys are doing this, so I decided to stop it for a quick minute. I do have to run to a meeting, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Well, hey, it's good to see you. And Greg, we have you coming up on the show. What is it, the 12th or the 16th? I got to look at the calendar.
16th.
Yeah, 16th.
We're going to do some DEI, and it's going to be good, Dave. We usually get.
You're going to be on, and Judy Donnell's coming on.
Right. And Brad Simons, who they co-chair our DEI task force, and it's going to be fantastic.
I think it's awesome. You guys, without the tie, Devin, if you had a tie on, you would look identical today. Look at that.
Yeah, that's too funny, right?
Yeah, almost brothers.
Yeah, you can tell Greg came from a cooler temperature, and now he's dealing with the humidity down here in DC.
And I actually just walked out of a studio. They just filmed us. That's why I couldn't play anything down. I'm willing to travel, though.
There you go.
Right. Well, perfect. Well, great.
So, I'm not going to interrupt anymore. I just wanted to say hi. Excellent. Thank you. Great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
Thanks, Dave. Say hi to Jen, too.
Yeah, we'll do. Good to see you, Greg. Guest appearance, Greg Ugaldi. You better make sure all your homework's done, Devin. He's coming in, checking on you, is he?
No, Greg's fantastic. He's been a longtime supporter of the Building Systems Councils. Met him for the first time all the way back in 2016 at the Building Systems Housing Summit in Asheville, North Carolina. He's been coming back ever since, and I know you know him well. And again, it's great to have the leadership of the National Association of Home Builders really bought in to the Building Systems Councils.
Right. Oh, very, very much so. Hey, listen, there's a labor issue out there. All the builders, whether you're a stick builder or an offsite builder, we're faced with some of the same challenges across the country and around the world. So, I think it's just so smart of, NAHB and the leadership to be saying, hey, we got to figure this out, not just for our existing builders, but, those looking at offsite. How do we collaborate? How do we do more together? What does the future really hold for us to build what we need to build to make housing affordable and build enough housing, right?
Yeah, and we want to be part of that solution, and that's another advantage of being here at NAHB. Where not only you're looking at advanced construction techniques through the building systems councils and techniques that have worked for decades, by the way, but we're also working on workforce development and other aspects to bring individuals into the home building industry that will lead to more homes being built.
Perfect. Guess what, Devin?
What's that, Dave?
We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Absolutely.
We're short one on Twitch today. We're short Greg Ubaldi on Twitch. Why do we go to Twitch there, Devin?
Absolutely. We can go on to Twitch.
That's
Nowhere to hide, right?
That's it. Well, hey, listen, that's where the young folks are, and we need to reach out to them because they are not reaching out to us in our industry as fast as we need them. So hopefully we'll get them all in line here soon. Devin, before we get started, why don't you take 2 minutes? Let's hear the Devin Perry elevator pitch on where you've been, where you're going, where you come from. We want to know everything about you from the moment you were born to this very moment in time. And like I said, don't leave out anything from the hospital either. We will call your mother. We want it all, good stuff and bad. But you only have 2 minutes to do it. The floor is yours.
Yeah, and Dave, I know my mother would tell everybody too, so I have to be accurate. So Devin Perry,
right.
I'm National Association of Home Builders Executive Director of Business Improvement Programs. I've been here since late 2015, so I'm approaching my 6-year anniversary. Prior to NAHB, I went to college at Marshall University, the 2020 men's NCAA soccer champion. So I want to make sure I get that out there. After leaving Marshall, I actually worked in professional sports. Doing account services and management for the Phoenix Coyotes, the Washington Nationals, and then DC United. Was fortunate enough to transition to NAHB. Like I said, I've been here almost 6 years, and my background is with our building systems councils. And then for those of you that are not aware, the building systems councils represents NAHB members that build, manufacture, or supply the modular, panelized concrete and log and timber home industry. So you have the whole offsite construction industry coming together under the building systems council's umbrella here at NAHB. In addition to the BSC, I oversee a couple other councils and committees here at the Federation, and also our 20 Club program, which is just a great opportunity for builders around the country to get together, discuss business and business improvement practices. And that's me, and I think I'm well under 2 minutes, Dave. So I hope
you are. The efficiency is amazing.
Yeah,
I love the efficiency that you have. Well, listen, you are doing a ton of different things. The Building Systems Council would not be where it is today without your leadership, especially over the last 5, since I've really been doing a lot of it the last 9 years. I mean, it's really grown, and there's a lot more interest in it today. So well done, for sure. Let's talk about the benefits of the Building Systems Council. And this isn't a member sales pitch. This isn't a paid for show by National Association of Home Builders. This is, supply chain's a major issue with us right now. And like you mentioned, and I mentioned in the opening dialogue, you're made up of all the systems components, from the component manufacturers all the way through panelized modular concrete, SIPs, log and timber. Mm-hmm. How is the Building Systems Council and the membership helping these members connect with each other, help with the supply chain issues that we're seeing so we can do business together? Mm-hmm. Talk to us about how you're bringing the industry bringing all these different components of the industry together to be successful and grow their businesses.
Yeah, Dave, and I think that word connect is so critical, because that's what I spend most of my time doing at NAHB, putting our members together and connecting them so they can grow their businesses with each other, member to member. To that end, when someone joins the Building Systems Councils, they get a roster with all of the other members, direct contact information, so it's easy to reach out. I'll often shoot an introductory email introducing 2 members together, and off they go to the races, helping each other's businesses. And we've had a lot of just member-to-member success stories, helping one another, whether that be from our product and service providers or are manufacturers of different prefabricated components. So it works both ways with our builder group. Two, we have a couple different tentpole events where we get together as a group, which offers fantastic networking opportunities. One, our own annual conference, the Building Systems Housing Summit. We're looking forward to finalizing details about being on site in Atlanta this fall. And two, we have our own specific area at the International Builder Show, which over the 3-day trade show offers just a fantastic opportunity to get together as a group, talk shop, and work through some of these pertinent issues that you just mentioned that affect the entire home building industry and the offsite construction industry specifically.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that event, and hopefully those announcements can come to fruition here shortly, because that's going to be if it all happens, which it looks like it is, it's going to be in Atlanta at the W. Yes.
Yeah, the Midtown W, and the tentative dates, and we're hoping to announce all this soon, and open registration is September 12th through the 14th. Again, we had to pause last year due to the pandemic, but looking forward to seeing everybody on site in Atlanta this fall.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will be there for sure. 100%.
Yeah, and for our audience, we're fingers crossed. We'll be able to announce this soon. But Dave's going to be emceeing the event. He does a great job here. We look forward to having him up on stage and leading the Building Systems Housing Summit.
Careful what you ask for, Devin. Careful what you ask for. I'm even more energetic live. So live, like not this live.
Yeah.
Well. Let's get back. Thank you for that. Let's get back into, the value of the Building Systems Council, the supply chain, and the members, and how we're bringing the industry together. We had Greg Ugaldi just sitting next to you, right, who sits at, the top of the leaderboards at the National Association of Home Builders. The importance of the Building Systems Council to, I love how you said the Federation. I almost need to start playing some Star Wars music in the background, right? Dun, 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 dun. Right? Wasn't that the Federation?
Absolutely, yeah.
And, so maybe that's what we need. But we're not just components. We're not just modular. We're not just panelization, right? Mm-hmm. And I think this is part of the conversations we've been having internally and externally within, what we do as a building systems in general. For instance, you take CertainTeed, right? Or you take a component. Well, they're just not a Simpson strong tie, in my opinion. They're the folks that hold your house together. And I think the way we look at how components come together is a big deal. So when we have these events, we have these meetings, and the people go online. You got the new app that's out there as well.
Yeah.
What can people expect when they join to get out of the Building Systems Council? And how can they connect with all of the other members on a regular basis to network, find business together, do business with each other? And just really grow what they're doing, but in a collaborative effort with all the industries, because we need everybody.
Yeah. And Dave, like you mentioned, we're really a one-stop shop. And that isn't to take anything away from our like-minded associations, because we have great relationships with the Modular Home Builders Association, Modular Building Institute, NRMCA, the National Ready Mix Concrete Association. I could go on and on. It's alphabet soup, and we help each other out. We share information. But for our members that manufacture building components, when I say components, I'm putting everything under one roof, whether that be modular, modular units, panelized walls, or log and timber frame homes. If you want to interact with that home builder audience, this is where you come to talk to home builders. And we discuss the issues that are kind of impacting both sides and how to overcome and grow. For example, over 98% of members of the National Association of Home Builders, and I'm talking builder members, actually sub out the framing of their homes. So we've done a couple different studies. One just came out recently where we found out that, during the lumber crisis, we asked our builder members, why didn't you make a switch to a different building material, whether it be concrete, steel, something else? And what we discovered was that most builders didn't make that switch because they couldn't find local subcontractors, basically framing labor, to set those homes. So in response to that, one of the things we're planning at the Building Systems Housing Summit is to bring together 3 kind of offsite manufacturers that kind of solve that riddle regarding on-site framing labor, and they've done it in 3 different ways. So they're going to come describe, how they have kind of solved or cracked that nut regarding the business, and they'll share not only how they've done it globally, but also how they work with custom home builders and small, production builders and large production home builders. So we're looking forward to, putting on that event. Fingers crossed at Summit we get approved here soon. And again, that just shows the kind of interaction, networking that you can get from joining the building systems councils.
Yeah, for sure. And part of being in the summit that's coming up, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment, and awards that are coming up. So if you're just following us right now and joining, please hit that like and share. And if you're not following Devin Perry, you're wrong. You should be following Devin Perry. He's making waves. He's growing our loved industry in leaps and bounds with all of his knowledge and wisdom. Heck, even Greg Ugaldi comes in and says hello to the guy, and that's a big organization there, the National Association of Home Builders. So that's awesome.
And Dave, I'm going to pause you real quick, and I do have to mention that I am only as good as our member leaders, and whether it be the building systems councils and the different chairs we've had throughout the years, right, or Greg, the chairman of the entire association, without the support of that group, I couldn't get anything done. So, NAHB is a member-driven organization, and I appreciate the work our members are not only doing out in the field every day, but taking their extra volunteer time and dedicating it to NAHB and the building systems councils. It makes everything possible.
It does. It really does. It takes a team to make it all come together, and you guys have a big team. So can you talk a little bit about members working with members? Do you have any examples of how people are teaming up right now? Earlier we were talking about VBC and doing stuff with the veterans and the Certainty Company and all that. Do you have some other members that are doing similar?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. We have, many of our manufacturing member companies, work with our builder network, and that's who supplies their components. And then it works the other way as well with our, what we call associate members. Those are, goods and service providers for the offsite construction industry. We have members that represent large national banks that underwrite loans for members that either build or manufacture homes and things of that nature. So everything's interconnected. We have window manufacturers that supply both our builder and manufacturing network. So really at all levels of the industry, you're seeing that networking going on, and it's great just to bring everybody together at the table, whether it be virtually because we offer opportunities there, or together in person to talk shop and discuss business.
And business is what it's all about, and I think with members, networking with the members makes a big deal. Just being out on the road, Devin, like we have been traveling and getting to see a lot of the members and live on location with members, it just makes a world of difference. Every time we're with something or somebody, something new pops up, or we should talk to this person, or we should go see this person. And that's the same thing that happens at the Building Systems Council. Mm-hmm. A lot of the members, whether we're talking to Panelized, we were just with Jerry from Integra, 3D printing, Sam Rubin, we're all over the place. Modular with Vaughn, Buckley. Everybody feels like they're on an island by themselves sometimes. And one of the things that our industry doesn't do enough is come together from all of those different silos. Mm-hmm. NAHB, BSC gives all those members, all the CEOs of those manufacturers can come talk to the CEOs of manufacturers of a different industry if they want to, and start to figure out, work together and collaborate. Even Jerry was saying, modular builders could be panelized builders, and panelized builders could be modular builders. You think about it, they're all doing the same thing. So there's a whole lot of things going on there.
No, you're exactly right. We've had SIPs manufacturers talk to our modular manufacturers, and you're starting to see some SIP technology incorporated with modular homes that all kind of sprung out of those conversations. And I think not only manufacturer to manufacturer, but also being able to talk to the builder network and see what their needs are, so you can make your products so they work effectively in the field is a huge component as well. And one of the benefits of being what we call a manufacturing member of the Building Systems Council is what I mean as a person or a company that manufactures modular units, panelized walls of any type, prefabricated concrete component or a log and timber frame home. They are plugged into our lead generation system, where on nehb.org, consumers and home builders can go on, fill out a form, and receive a brochure, kind of an e-brochure about the various construction types. We take that information that the individual gives us, and we distribute that to the appropriate manufacturer members, so they can reach out and see if there's an opportunity to do business with that individual.
It's all there. You just need to know where to find it and how to get to it. But that's what part of being membership is about. And I can say from the bottom of my heart, you guys are out there doing some hard work, protecting us from bad codes, helping us get codes that need to be approved, pushed through. So I think there's a lot of clapping that needs to happen for you, Devin, and others there, because Miles Biggs, who has been on, we used to have our Increasing Influence. He wrote a book called Unseen Work. There's a lot of unseen work happening at NAHB that isn't put out there. They put out all the good stuff, but they don't put out all the day-to-day work everybody's doing, which I think they should do more of. Okay, go ahead. You had something?
No, I was about to say you're exactly right. I've got amazing colleagues, and this is such a dynamic team here at NAHB, because I've got one piece of the pie. Actually, I've got a couple with the different councils and committees, but coming out of the Building Systems Council, that was mine. In addition to that, though, we've got just across the wall from my office is my colleague Dean Schwenke, who kind of oversees multifamily. Down the hall we have the Remodelers Council liaison, and that's just on the customized member services side. We have folks that are in codes and standards every day, who are working on marketing, membership, legal. It's just such a dynamic group here, touching all facets of the home building industry. So it's it's a great place to be.
Well, how about this, Devin? How about on our next live, you join us with your phone and you do a walkthrough through NAHB headquarters. I don't know if you'll be able to get this approved or not. I know there's some politics probably involved in that one, but let's do a live walkthrough through NAHB headquarters, and let's catch everybody off guard and just have fun with it. Absolutely. What are the odds of that happening?
Yeah, just some drop-ins. I get one of the selfie sticks and surprise my colleagues, and I'm sure I'll have a job the next day.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Sure you will. All right, let's move into the summit in Atlanta that you guys are prepping for and getting ready to announce. It's not official yet; it hasn't officially been announced, but a little behind the scenes, we're working on it. With that said, what can members expect when they attend? Who's going to be speaking there? We already talked about that. I'm going to have the honor of emceeing the entire event, which will be a lot of fun. Not that people out there don't get enough of me 4 or 5 days a week the way it is, but I think there's going to be a lot of value in this. You want to give us some insight?
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine some of our audience has attended a Building Systems Housing Summit before, and we're looking forward to kind of following that same format we have in the past. So what we're prepping for and preparing for is a welcome reception. That's Sunday evening. That's the 12th. On the 13th, that Monday, a full day of education. One of the highlights being the debut of NAHB's annual Offsite Construction report, where we take data from the U.S. Census Bureau in terms of home starts on the modular and what the Census Bureau calls pre-cut housing, and debut that exclusively for the audience on site. And so In addition to the education sessions on Monday, we have our awards ceremony, which occurs at lunch. That's the NAHB Offsite Construction Awards, and that encompasses a couple of different programs. First and foremost, the BSC Jury Rouleau Awards for excellence in marketing and home design. So we'll award those. Also, our annual Lifetime Achievement Award, the S.A. Walters Award, which goes to one individual a year, again, recognizing lifetime achievement in systems built housing. So looking forward to getting back on site and awarding that this year. One other awards program, the BSC Specialty Awards, where we honor an individual as the manufacturer, builder, and supplier of the offsite construction industry of the year. So again, that will occur Monday, lunchtime, and then we'll cap off the 13th, that Monday, with an offsite networking event, always at a fun, dynamic location. We've done it at a kind of a boutique bowling alley in Knoxville.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it was an old Macy's building that they had updated, and just an excellent experience. We've hosted at a winery before, which was great as well. So we're looking forward to seeing what's available in Atlanta and having a dynamic event there. And then Tuesday, we'll do a half day of education and kind of a grab and go lunch. So if you want to stick around and network, that's great. If you want to head out of town, the great thing is you're in Atlanta. You can get anywhere from that airport. One of the most, I think it's actually the busiest airport in the country. So again, that's all what we're planning, hoping to announce something soon. But again, it's 2.5 days of education, networking, and it's a fantastic event.
Yeah, and it's a great way to see Harris Hayward and Ken Semler bowl backwards. And so I mean, it wasn't just bowling; it was bowling, just not what you'd expect. Not what you'd expect from adults.
Yeah, well, as Dave's alluding to, that event usually incorporates some type of an open bar. So,
yeah. Well,
which is probably an important part to highlight, right? You don't want to forget about that.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. All right, before we get into the awards and the deadlines on that, because you want to make sure we put that out, let's talk about some of the things that National Association of Home Builders, BSC, is doing as far as offsite education and programs that you're looking to put out to the local associations and the home builders in your community. What are some of the things you guys are working on with that, Devin? Because you wrote up a report, no?
Yeah, no, sure did. I want to show everybody something that hasn't seen the light of day really since 1989. So this is using building systems. Back, like I said, in 1989, the Building Systems Councils published this. And it's really a guide for home builders that want to learn more about offsite construction. It's a kind of introductory document, and it goes into certain details and provides additional resources. So we stumbled upon this about 18 months ago, and as a council decided, hey, it'd be very valuable for us if we could update this document and put out a new version. So I was fortunate enough as part of a study Eric Holt and the University of Denver did on the impact of modular and panelized construction on housing affordability. As part of that study and that grant, they agreed to update this using building systems guide. So we have gone through that process. We just got finished with our member edit. So we had over 20 members of the Building Systems Council provide their input to update this copy, which is just fantastic. Eric and his team are putting together the final version, and here in the next couple of weeks, maybe up to about 2 months, we were looking forward to debuting the updated using building systems guide. And as you folks can imagine, there's been a lot that has changed in the industry since '89. So we look forward to having all those things in the new guide.
1989, they were already looking at building systems. I just graduated high school. I had a full head of hair. Yeah. I was joining the military. 1989, you have that, and it looks pristine. That's got to be worth thousands of dollars. Is it an original copy?
Absolutely, yeah. It's in our library, and just to provide some perspective about how times have changed. I don't know if our viewers can see this, but you'll see it's modular, panelized.
Let me blow it up.
No, oh, yep. There we go. But you'll notice the last one here is dome.
Dome, like dome homes.
Yeah, as you folks can probably imagine, we no longer have a council dedicated to dome homes, although we're always looking to start new things or resurrect things as the market dictates. But again, just another example of it's been a long time since this has been updated, and we look forward to putting out a new version here shortly.
Amazing. So you've been at it a long time is what I'm hearing. National Association of Home Builders been around a long time. Let's talk about awards, Devin, and then we're going to go to a couple comments and we'll wrap up. What do we have coming up for the awards for the summit? That's what these are what you're asking for the submittals for. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. And let me provide some additional details. So the NAHB Offsite Construction Awards are open for submission now. They opened about 2 weeks ago, and they'll be open through the 12th of August. So my suggestion to everybody is get your projects in now. We have a number of different categories where you can submit homes and marketing campaigns and things of that nature. So for the BSC Jerry Low Award for home design, the categories are broken down by construction type: modular, panelized, concrete, timber frame and log, and then they're further broken down by square footage of the project you're submitting. We also have a multifamily category as well. So there's something for everybody there and an opportunity to submit and be recognized. So in addition to the Home Design Awards, we also have the BSC Jerry Low Award for Excellence in Marketing. And there we have two primary categories, one for print marketing campaigns and another for digital marketing campaigns. Digital marketing includes anything from website design to social media marketing and things of that nature. So you can submit projects there as well, again, that focus on the offsite construction industry. And as I was saying earlier, we also have our Specialty of the Year awards, where to submit an individual for either manufacturer, builder, or supplier of the year. Those entries are free, so please take advantage. It's a quick 7-question form. It's all done online. You can find it at nahb.org/awards. That's the home for all NAHB award programs, and just look for the Offsite Construction link. If you scroll down just a little bit, it'll be right there. And
we'll put those in the comments. I was holding it. Look what I carry with me. I carry that on our travels here in our motorhome as we're traveling the country.
Yeah, as you may or may not be aware, Dave Cooper, the reigning BSC Associate Member of the Year, for all the great work he does on Dave Cooper Live. And Dave, I don't know if you saw it or not, but as part of NAHB Spring Leadership Meeting, that's a governance meeting we have at NAHB here annually. At the board meeting, which was broadcast to thousands of members, we had a clip put together of people receiving their awards virtually. Dave's clip of him receiving the award and what it meant to him actually ended that show. And again, thousands of members got to see it. And again, it was terrific honoring you last year, and we look forward to honoring folks on site in Atlanta. Here, fingers crossed, shortly.
Well, and that's it, right? From our home building days, we were winning some awards on houses we were building, from the marketing and what we're doing to drive the industry forward. These awards, I kind of held it up because I haven't had a chance to show it off really because of COVID, but it's exactly that. It helps you get recognized, and not only in front of your peers, but it helps you with customers and consumers, right? It builds trust. And like Devin said, all right, thousands of members saw the video of my acceptance of that, which really makes a difference. So if you're out there and you don't think what you have is good enough, I don't think you should be the judge of your own stuff. Because I think that all the time, like, you want me? Me? Why me? I'm just a guy that runs my mouth on camera all the time and tries to change the industry the best I can. But the reality of it is, let other people decide what is valuable, because you're looking at this at the national level on what really brings value to the industry as a whole, not just your own community.
Yeah, and Dave, I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people with an award ceremony, it happens, on-site or virtually, it kind of ends there. The great thing about our awards is that they are a continued marketing opportunity for you and your company.
Yeah.
One, after each award cycle, we'll put a profile of each award-winning project on nehb.org that you can link back to. It has the photographs. You submit a copy and information and a link back to your company. So if someone's interested in that home, they can reach you easily. Two, we always provide a press release template you can send out locally and get attention that way. And three, and one thing I'm particularly excited about and look forward to every year, at the International Builder Show in the Building Systems Council's lounge, we provide the option for our winners to basically submit boards that kind of talk about their project, put some photos there, and we display those in the lounge over the 3-day trade show. We typically have over 500 folks walk through the Building Systems Council's lounge during the International Builder Show. So again, it's another great opportunity to promote your company by participating in the NEHB Offsite Construction Awards.
Yeah, and you know what, Devin, I'm going to ask. This year at IBS, is our lounge twice the size? There wasn't enough room last year. We had so many people come, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But is it twice the size this year?
3
times, maybe front and center.
Yeah, I've got to get to the Building Systems Housing Summit. Before we start working on the International Builder Show. But as we've talked about a little bit today, we do have the Building Systems Council's lounge at IBS, and
that's right.
Over the 3-day trade show, we'll run over a dozen education sessions about offsite construction. We'll do some networking events as well. And yeah, we're always looking for a bigger space where we can involve more people. And yeah, I know it's just a terrific opportunity. Yeah,
it truly is. And I remember 2 years, I guess, at IBS. Now this will be going on the second year, right? Yeah, in Vegas. The whole wall was plastered with, I mean, they were big photos of people's projects and award winners, and the names are up there. So it's a great opportunity to showcase what you do, where you're from. You can stand there and talk to people, plus get all the educational components out of the lounge as well. So, all right, Devin, with BSC Summit, because I know the questions are going to come in on this. Is it in person and virtual, or just in person this year?
Just in person. We're looking forward to seeing everybody on site. We did take a break last year, but we're going to be live in person at the Midtown W in Atlanta. So no, that's a very good question. But yeah, in-person event.
Yeah. And hey, listen, last year also with the awards too, Devin, whether it was the summit or whether it is at the International Builders Show, we always bring a lot of those award winners on the Dave Cooper Live show. So there's some added value and benefit to come on the show, talk about what you do. This content lives forever on social media. It is a great tool for people. And as I always say, third-party kind of recommendations, when people are out there doing stuff, because our show is invite only. We just don't let anybody come on here. So it's a chance for you to win an award, and it's a chance for us to talk about you live to all of our followers around the world as well. So super cool.
Absolutely.
Devin, let's wrap up here. What wisdom, knowledge that Devin Perry is working on that you want to leave us with? Tell us what's coming up that nobody else knows. Can you let us behind the closed doors?
We've talked a lot about Summit already, but I did allude to our like-minded organizations earlier, and they kind of gave it the alphabet soup of offsite construction associations. And we're having discussions every day with our like-minded partners and pulling information they have and making it available to members of NEHB so they can learn more about offsite construction. A lot of people don't know that on nehb.org there is a page about all construction methods, and they include the ones represented by the building systems councils. You can go there. Example, if you click on panelization, there are links to a structural insulated panel association, some of the great free content they have for home builders. Same on the concrete page. The National Ready Mix Concrete Association offers free services in terms of design and technical advice for concrete structures. So again, we're linking all these different resources, and we're just a big tent for the entire organization to come together, whether it be, again, on-site, something like the Building Systems Housing Summit, or virtually. So yeah, we're here for everybody.
Perfect. All right. Well, listen, Devin, we appreciate you. Let's give a couple quick shout outs. Some people tuning in that are out there. We got George Ryman. Good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, we got Amanda Alexander also from Phoenix, Arizona. That makes two of us, she says. Damian Stapleton commented, the mod coach recently posted a call out for a couple of factories who had supply problem recently. It was great to see how the offsite community answered the call. All right, so Devin, this goes back to the beginning of the show, what we were talking about. You know, this is a great opportunity when you have these supply chain issues, right? And you can't get on the Dave Cooper live show and you're not getting on the mod coach's blog post to put something up there unless you make a comment, to be able to reach out to the members and say, hey, we need to source this or we're going to, you know, have an issue, you know, and it's fun to watch how all the members come together to help make that happen.
Yeah, and NAHB has a tool to make those connections happen. It's called NAHB Connected. It's a member-to-member message board where any NAHB member can post a question or comment looking for help, and fellow NAHB members can answer, provide their resources. And it's just a great, fantastic member-to-member community. NAHB Connected just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. So if you are a member of the Federation, please find Connect, create your profile, start asking questions, interacting with your fellow members.
I'm getting the Star Wars theme song. Every time you say it, I'm going to go, da-na-da-na.
Dave, I'll tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret, too, regarding the Federation that, you know, kind of speaks to the music you're talking about. When you write it, in a sense, you got to capitalize the F.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
inside baseball there.
I don't know if maybe I'll show up at the summit in a stormtrooper outfit or who knows? Who knows?
There you go.
Damian Stapleton says, well deserved to both of you for transforming the industry into a community. Thank you, Damian, for always tuning in. And of course, I had to put my shout out up there for Harris and Ken building a bowling backwards. Like I said, there is always a good laugh at the summits. There's always a good laugh when we get people together and do great things. Devin, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us.
Absolutely. And a comment on Harris and Ken, although they might bowl backwards, they build forwards and are pushing the industry ahead. So good to have those guys as part of our group. And I appreciate the opportunity today, not only to talk about the building systems councils in general, but also what we're going to be doing, what we're planning to do at Summit, what we're planning to do at the International Builder Show. Should be a really exciting fall in early 2022 here at NAHB, and we're looking forward to being part of it.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to helping support all of your efforts as well, Devin. So, and I concur. Ken Semler and Ken just opened his own factory or is getting ready to. He made a big announcement. So he's moving things forward, and Harris is building more energy efficient and greener homes each and every day, and he's knocking it out of the park as well. Both longtime members and supporters, and they're just fun people. So I enjoy my time with both of them. So.
Absolutely.
All right, that is a wrap for today, everybody. Guess what we're going to be doing on Wednesday? We are going to be talking about building from the top down. That's right. Join us as we have Daniel Esperanza on the show this Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about building multi-story buildings. We're talking 20, 30, 40-story plus buildings, and you build them from the top down using offsite techniques.
Nice.
Devin, if you've never seen this is pretty cool stuff. Literally, they build everything on the ground floor, and then they raise it and connect it to the top. And then they build it on the ground floor and raise it. And we're not talking little single-story homes here. We're talking massive buildings with massive elevator shafts and cores. So you're not going to want to miss this. It's not new. It's been around since the 70s.
Huh.
What's that?
No, that's and Dave, I love your show. I feel like you have such a diverse group come on, and I learn something every time I watch. So again, do encourage everybody to not only tune in then, but follow, be part of Dave Cooper Live. It's an excellent community.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Okay, so there you have it, everybody. Please hit that like and share. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it is being watched over 1,500 hours per month. Wow. So that means it is playing 24 hours a day nonstop, with the average view ratio going through the roof. We're beating all the YouTube records for how many how long people stay on our channel and watch the videos. So you don't want to miss that. Get in, subscribe. And if you're, like I said, if you're not following Devin, you're wrong. Follow Devin. I'm Dave Cooper. Devin, don't go anywhere. We will see you this Wednesday talking about top-down construction. Do not miss it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a few, Devin. Bye.